It is so hard to watch someone you love struggle as they age. Everyone wants to maintain their independence and live out their golden years in happiness and comfort, but that typically requires a little bit of help. Care Patrol of West Michigan is here to be that expert, that advocate, and that partner as families navigate this season of life. We've got Nick Wake. He is the Director of Business Development. Sandy Wake is a certified senior advisor. Thank you both so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us back.
Let's talk about Care Patrol. For those who don't know, talk about all the services that you offer.
Yeah, so we're a no-cost senior advisory service helping families find independent living, assisted living, memory care, in-home care, and some limited respite stays as well. We're kind of like a realtor in that we take our families on tours, making sure that questions are being asked. We do what's called a care discovery, so we're identifying those needs and making sure that when we're making those recommendations and we take those tours, we're making sure that we're highlighting those things that are important to families. And again, we're no cost to the families. So it's definitely a good service for them. It's definitely a value add for them when they navigate this difficult process.
Absolutely. And we've spoken with many families who've worked with you, and they really talk about how you embrace them all and make sure that their needs are taken care of, that their family is placed somewhere where it's going to be a good fit for them, good fit for the family. Talk about what that means to you to be such a trusted person in these people's lives.
Well, it's such an important thing. I think when people have parents that are aging, they don't really know where to turn. And we can come in, and we've done this multiple times, and we know the resources, we know how to get them, maybe the finances that they need, the places that will fit, and that sort of segues into the new program that we're working on.
Okay, so Aligned Care. Let's talk about this.
So our system, our franchise system, is implementing kind of a new system. So we've always identified the emotional, the financial, and the physical components of our clients, but we're breaking that out now. We know that by 2030, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid want to start working on value-based care, and so we've expanded out what we're doing. We're going to collect more data to make sure that we can justify what we're saying. A lot of hospitals ask, well, where's your data? So we do have some data, but we're going to really expand on that. So we're going to be looking at 8 dimensions of care. So not just those 3 I mentioned, but we're going to be looking at environmental, spiritual needs. Some folks, very religious folks, especially in West Michigan, they want to make sure that there's church services available. We're going to be looking at that social aspect. Is mom social? Does she like to go down for happy hour or coffee or things like that? So we really want to make sure we've got that. We're also going to be looking at occupational, people with similar professional careers, things like that. And then, of course, environmental. Do they want to be in a rural setting? Do they want to be in a larger community? So all those factors really come into play when we're looking at making those value-based care decisions on what we recommend. So we're getting ready to roll this out. It's a newer project, so we've got some details as we roll out, but we've been really proud of kind of the innovation. We do really good work. I think we've done the best by our clients, but there's always room for improvement. Even the best can get better.
Absolutely. And having that data and knowing where people are and how to meet them there is just so crucial to what you're doing every single day. Yeah. Let's talk too about monthly support groups, because obviously, so many people are going through this at the same time, and it's nice to have a community, right?
Yeah. Well, what's kind of interesting is there was a support group already in process in the area, and the people that were handling it didn't have the resources anymore, so they came to us and asked if we would take that over. And we were very excited about that. And it's not a marketing event for Care Patrol, it is a support group. But what I like about it is the first part of the evening is education. And I think people just don't know the resources. So the first month we had Area Agency on Aging come in. Last month we had hospice. This month we have an elder law attorney coming in. We'll have Alzheimer's. We have a lady, a nurse that will be speaking, I think, in May or June. And she's going to be talking about when you've had a diagnosis for a severe illness, how you handle that, how you navigate that. So we really want it to be an added value for people because they need resources. And then the second half of the evening is the normal support group where we talk about challenges and
Yeah.
and
I-
how we're handling things.
I love that so much. And so every month you're doing this with
Yep.
all different topics. Perfect.
Yep.
And it's free to everyone. And
Yep.
where are you guys holding these?
This is in our office, 5960 Tahoe Drive Southeast, Suite 200B, and it's 7 o'clock, third Tuesday of every month.
Okay, perfect. And then is that all on your website as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And we make sure to promote that as well on socials. So
Okay.
again, we want to make sure that folks out there know that they're not alone. I think a lot of people feel their challenges are unique to them, and having those groups come together and really discuss what's going on, folks don't need to feel alone because they're not.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you both so much for all of the great work you do supporting these families during this time. You want to learn more about Care Patrol, about these wonderful free session support groups. They're learning. You can meet people who are going through the same kinds of things. carepatrol.com/WMCR, or pick up the phone, give them a call, 773-2085. We'll be right back.